This is disgusting, Master Sage. I want to ask a question, right? About respect. What is respect actually? And the reason that I asked this is because yesterday I had a thought that if you have to beat someone up, that's not respect. Respect is getting stuff without having to beat people up because they respect you, right? The other way is just force. Am I right? But then I got to thinking about, like, let's say you ask someone a question that you know that they would feel uncomfortable about, or you know that, like, let's say you know that someone, this is a bad example because this isn't respect, but if you know that someone's very nice and you ask them questions that you know it's hard for them to say no to, but you ask them, like, you got in person with them, you were honest, and you asked them, and you were like, I know that you don't like this or whatever. Is that still respect? I'm wondering, like, can it be disrespectful to ask certain questions? And I said that because I was like, at least you're in a person's face being honest. Cause I don't know, I think that we got to figure out respect, because it's like love. If you've never had it before, how do you recognize when you get it? And I think that everyone, there's a big issue right now about people fighting for respect. But if you don't know what respect is, how can you fight for it? So, I mean, respect to me is consideration for the things that I've told you. And if you decide, like, that you won't do what I said that I want you to do, then let's debate about it. Not debate, but like, if I say I want you to call me, if I'm in a relationship and I'm like, I want you to call me at night before you go to bed, and you're just like, I don't want to do that. I think that, first of all, that's respect, because you didn't say, okay, I'll do it, and then just make a bunch of excuses or just look at me crazy every night when I'm like, hello, you know. But I think what's even more respectful in that situation is not just to say, I'm not going to do that, but kind of treat a person like they have a valid mind. Treat the person like they have sense. So maybe the person thinks it's a good idea in a relationship for you to call them every night before you go to sleep. So instead of just saying, no, I'm not doing that, you could say, this is respect to me. You could say, I mean, I understand why you would want us to do that. I understand, like, you know, it can make us more of a team and be reliable, whatever. I know it can make us closer, but I don't want to do that because it's important to me how I end my day. No offense. It's important to me how I end my day, and you just ain't got the right energy for me to be talking to you right before I go to sleep, even though I love you. Now that's real respect right there. But if you want to soften it up, you could just be like, I'm just really particular about how I end my day. I'm like very particular about it, and I don't want to just change that. Like, that's important to me. It's part of my routine, and that's just how I want to do things. That's respect to me. To me, it's not respect that if you don't call me every night, I'm not going to be as nice to you. I'm not going to sleep with you. I'm not going to go to the next event you asked me to go to because I asked you to call me, and now you want me to go here. I'm not going. So I'm putting my foot down. I don't think that's respect. I think that's fighting. I think that's considered fighting. And what do y'all think? Like, is fighting just a part of life? Or is it okay to be like, if I have to fight you, I'm not dealing with you? So I could go off on a whole nother tangent about that, which would turn into a whole nother conversation. Maybe I should do it, but I'm not going to do it. But it's like, respect. Can you get respect from other people if you don't respect yourself? And will other people disrespect you if you do respect yourself? These are real questions. If we have respect for ourselves, how can someone disrespect us? Because we're either going to defend ourselves, or we're going to remove ourselves, or we're going to not even be bothered by someone's petty attempts, right? So what is all the fussing and fighting about? It's not respect. If you gotta beat somebody's head in, they don't respect you, they just don't want to get beat up. But if somebody rocks with you enough to be like, you don't like when I do that, alright, I won't do it because I enjoy you, isn't that respect? People just got too much going on, including me, like too much emotional stuff going on to be having a fight. Can y'all stop fighting each other? Answer my question. What is respect? Leave it in the comments. Disgusting, Master Sage.